heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space and the God of our hearts within, and we feel the power in each other's faith, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
As Quinn comes forward to light our chalice, we invite you to join us as we recite our covenant. Let us affirm that love is the doctrine of this church, the quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with one another.
And now could I please have all the children come forward? Hi.
Oh, there's a baby coming. Yay. Hey, y'all. I'm so happy to see you. This week has been wild and crazy, and I love that we are here to be able to talk about compassion in a very real way. So I'm going to read us a story, and I'll probably stop and ask some questions, but you know how I do it, right? Okay. All right, so I'm going to read you a story called The Scorpion and the Monk. Okay, interesting. Okay, so two monks were washing their feet in a river when they saw a scorpion struggling in the water. Now, if you saw a scorpion in the water, would you be like, oh my gosh, poor scorpion? Anybody? Oh, a couple? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, well, awesome. You guys are extra cool because scorpions can't swim. And the elder monk knelt down to scoop it out and set it on the shore. And as he carefully bent down and picked it up, the scorpion stung him. Ouch, ouch. And as he's like, oh my gosh, and out of the pain and the reflex, the monk dropped the scorpion back into the water. So he tried again, but then the scorpion stung him a second time, and he dropped it again. He then told the younger monk to bring him a tree branch from the shore. Using the branch, he finally managed to scoop the scorpion out of the water and set it safely on the bank. The younger monk, pause. Can you think of a time when someone was maybe acting like a scorpion? Like they were acting a little rude or mean or difficult? Does anyone remember? Do you have any stop it. Don't point at your older siblings. That's not nice. So if you have experienced someone being kind of like a scorpion, how did you react? Were you excited? Angry? You were kind? Oh, so sweet. Oh, you guys are so much better than me. Okay, so it's true, it's true. Okay, so the younger monk, back to the story, who had been watching the whole time and like ran and got the branch or whatever, was like, Master, why do you keep trying to save the scorpion when it stung you so many times? What an ungrateful creature. So then the elder monk replied, well, the nature of the scorpion is to sting. The nature of water is to be wet, and my true nature is to be compassionate. Am I to change my nature because the scorpion acts on its own? See that tree over there? It gives its shade to all who seek it, no matter if they are human or animal, young or old, kind or cruel. It gives shade without judgment because that's its nature. So in the same way, we must show compassion to all living beings without judgment because this is our true nature. Everyone has inherent worth and dignity no matter how they act. Okay, so what does it mean to stay true to your own nature even when others are acting in a way that's challenging? What does that mean? Don't stray from your path. Okay. Anyone else? No, no one else knows. We all agree with Norman. Don't stray from the path. Got it. Okay, so, oh, yes.
For me, I think it means that staying connected to myself. Hi, Ruby. You want to sit down? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Can I sit down by you? Yeah. So even if somebody is not kind to me, saying that I'm still going to remain kind, and I'm not going to participate in being cruel, I will always come back. Hi, you want to sit down? I will always come back to my own heart and compassion and stay grounded in that.
So this story reminds us that compassion isn't just something we give to people who are kind or who are easy to love. Does that make sense? It's something we must practice even when it's hard. No one is beyond love or compassion. So the elder monk, if we think about it, like reminds us that compassion isn't just a reward for good behavior. It's a choice that we make. It's a reflection of our truest self. And remember to be kind even when other folks aren't. Like how the monk kept helping the scorpion because his nature was to be helpful. So this week, let's find places where we've been holding back our love and remember that everyone deserves it, especially when it's hard to give. You may go to your classes.
Peace, come now in peace. May the Spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
Our reading today is by Andrew Boyd. It is called The Agony of Being Connected to Everything in the Universe. Many of us have set out on the path of enlightenment. We long for the release of selfhood in some kind of mystical union with all things. But that moment of epiphany, when we finally see the whole pattern and sense our place in the cosmic web, can be a crushing experience from which we never fully recover. Compassion hurts. When you feel connected to everything, you also feel responsible for everything. You cannot turn away. Your destiny is bound to the destiny of others. You must either learn to carry the universe or be crushed by it. You must grow strong enough to love the world, yet empty enough to sit down at the same table with its worst horrors. To seek enlightenment, then, is to seek annihilation, rebirth, and the taking up of burdens. You must come prepared to touch and be touched by each and everything in heaven and hell. I am one with the universe, and it hurts.
Each month, we as a community take time to reflect on a theme. The children do this in their classes, and we do it here in worship and in our small groups. This month, the theme is cultivating compassion. Setting out on the path of enlightenment, or rather, on the path of recovery from addiction, is by no means an easy task. It takes hitting rock bottom, admitting powerlessness, and asking for help. It cannot happen alone. It takes forging a mystical union with others, listening deeply and learning from their experiences. It takes sharing honestly, trusting that you will not be ostracized or judged for sharing your darkest moments. It takes sitting in the dark with yourself and with the world simultaneously, learning from the quietness of the universe. It takes sitting in solitude and not isolation, which for so long fueled the fires of addiction. In isolation, negative, intrusive thoughts run rampant. How could anyone possibly understand what I'm going through? Would they love me if I knew? I'm better off alone. I'm better off dead. I deserve this. Crushing, to say the least. In solitude, we quiet the world and listen intently to whatever it is we need to hear. In solitude, we can get to a place where we are accepting of help. It is possible to be understood by others. Of course they love me. I'm better off in connection. I'm better off alive. I deserve this. Seeing our place in the cosmic web through a new lens of recovery and community can bring such peace. Recovery dethrones ego and self-centeredness. We are a part of something much larger. In my experience as an addict, it's possible to be compassionate toward others, but to be compassionate toward myself, impossible. But to be in recovery means you cannot turn away from yourself. It means filling your cup first. It means relinquishing control. It means slowing down and living simply. It means living in the moment. It means prioritizing relationships with others. It means making positive choices until they become routine. It means choosing connection over isolation. It means giving yourself a hug when you don't feel worthy, squeezing yourself as tight as possible for the child who didn't receive that same basic level of care and affection. Why worry about wearing your addiction? Why worry about saying, I am an addict? Worry is just another word for wanting to be loved just as we are, to be loved for all that we are. Recovery means loving the world, all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You must grow strong enough to love the world, yet empty enough to sit down at the same table with its worst horrors. Gone are the days of being young and self-medicating uncomfortable emotions as a survival skill. You must come prepared, or rather, learn to touch and be touched by everything in heaven and hell. You can take care of yourself in adulthood in a way that you previously couldn't, but those skills must be learned and practiced. Baby steps, baby. You can crawl before you stand before you walk, and walk before you run. Baby steps, baby. Remember, there is always someone there to hold you and walk by your side. Baby steps, baby. Self-compassion is an impulse to be acted upon. This is recovery. Baby steps, baby. Self-compassion calls us to change things, to abandon a way of living that was slowly killing us. Baby steps, baby. Recovery is not easy, baby, but it's possible. Recovery is not easy, baby, but it's wonderful.
When you see the storm is coming, see the lightning part the skies, it's too late to run. There's terror in your eyes. What you do then is remember this old thing you heard me say. It's the storm, not you, that's bound to blow away. Hold on to someone standing by. Hold on, don't even ask how long or why. Child, hold on to what you know is true. Hold on till you get through. Child, oh child, hold on. When you feel your heart is pounding, spirit devils at your door, there's no place to hide, you're frozen to the floor. What you do then is you force yourself to wake up and you say, it's this dream, not me, that's bound to blow away. Hold on, the night will soon be by. Hold on, and don't even ask how long or try. Child, hold on, there's angels on their way. Hold on and hear them say, child, oh child, and it doesn't even matter if the danger and the doom comes from up above or down below, or just come flying at you from across the room. When you see a man that's raging and he's jealous and he fears that you've walked through walls he's hid behind for years, what you do then is you tell yourself to wake up and you say, it's this day, not me, that's bound to blow away. Child, hold on, it's this day, not me, that's bound to blow away.
We come to this place to see and be seen, to teach and be taught, to hear and be heard. I invite you to reach over and nudge the person sitting next to you, reminding them and yourself that we are gathered here in peace and in authenticity and in intention. We come together to build compassion in ourselves, and this is why we share our joys and sorrows. Before we do our joys and sorrows, I'd like to share with you a reading about compassion that spoke to me deeply about what it means to both sit with an addict and to feel love for myself and the tenderness with which we must hold everyone, and indeed the simpleness of that fact. This is called Tin Bucket by Jenny George. The world is not simple, anyone will tell you. But have you ever washed a person's hair over a tin bucket, gently twisting the rope of it to wring out the water? At the end of everything, dancers only use air as their material. A voice keeps singing even without an instrument. You make your fingers into a comb. At this time, the live stream will be temporarily paused to allow our community some privacy to share our joys and sorrows. If you have a rare joy or a profound sorrow, please come up and share in 2 to 3 sentences.
its brilliance, and we carry our joys and sorrows in a shared heart.
This is Please Call Me by My True Names by Thich Nhat Hanh. Don't say that I will depart tomorrow. Even today I am still arriving. Look deeply. Every second I am arriving to be a bud on a spring branch, to be a tiny bird with still fragile wings, learning to sing in my new nest, to be a caterpillar in the heart of a flower, to be a jewel hiding itself in a stone. I still arrive in order to laugh and to cry, to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of all that is alive. I am the mayfly metamorphosing on the surface of the river, and I am the bird that swoops down to swallow the mayfly. I am the frog swimming happily in a clear water of the pond, and I am the grass snake that silently feeds itself on the frog. I am the child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. And I am the arms merchant selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I am the 12-year-old girl, refugee on a small boat, who throws herself into the ocean after being raped by a sea pirate. And I am the pirate, my heart not yet capable of seeing and loving. I am a member of the Politburo with plenty of power in my hands. And I am the man who has to pay his debt of blood to my people dying slowly in a forced labor camp. My joy is like spring, so warm it makes flowers bloom all over the earth. My pain is like river of tears, so vast it fills the 4 oceans. Please call me by my true names, so I can hear all my cries and my laughter at once, so I can see that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up, and so the door of my heart can be left open, the door of compassion.
One with the universe, and it hurts. Indeed, we are hurting these days, I think. So many days, struggling to have compassion, not feeling it from others. The desire to numb our pain or create some distance between ourselves and our pain can at times become so gargantuan and seductive that we find ourselves down alleyways of life that we never thought we would go. That is to say, we find ourselves disassociating, drunk, using, acting out, addicted, fixing. Addiction is a disease that touches so many of us, and yet it remains shrouded in shame and mystery and secrecy. Even when we know the scientific physical effects on the brain of how addiction happens and why that behavior happens, we still look to the addict as someone who is weak, who is deserving, the agent the one who can never be trusted again. But is it just the addict who is struggling? No. We live in a society that is sick with blame and hatred and punishment and isolation. It's no wonder that so many people end up lost in the bottle, to the slots, to porn, to the needle. It's a great social tragedy of ours that we have so few spaces to truly process and uplift how much it really hurts to live, because it hurts a lot. You feel me? Mm-hmm. This is why I'm so grateful that we have recovery programs in our society that are set up to support people. I see the anonymous and smart recovery programs as one of the most powerful and radical places in our society. Free, communal, open, accessible. I live in gratitude for the easy access our society provides for people to go to group therapy, one-on-one care, and meetings. Because these groups are so clear about what is needed to recover. Radical honesty, self-love, accountability, repair. They have a whole program, each one broken into 12 baby steps. Each step a great, unbalanced, wholehearted, enthusiastic lurch into the unknown. I know this because I am a goer of Al-Anon, which is the program for those of us who love people who struggle with addiction. Because it's a family disease, a societal disease, and guess what we work on in there? Radical honesty, self-love, accountability, and repair. It's good medicine for me because I'm one with the universe, and let me tell you, it hurts. And I think that perhaps my addictive behavior is thinking that I'm going to fix it. And if I could fix it, maybe the world wouldn't hurt so bad. And I think it's funny because getting your fix is a drug term, but I'm going to get my fixing fix. For I too need the constant reminder that the only thing I can work on is me. And I am not alone in working on myself. I am surrounded by people who want the real me just like we want the real you. The hurting you, the trying again you, the you in recovery from childhood, the you who has 6 days sober, the you who is, the you who comes here to church in hopes of expanding yourself, that you might be able to be both strong enough to love the world and yet empty enough to sit down at the same table with its worst horrors. We need each other so badly during these hurting times. We need to feel love for ourselves and warmth in our bodies, like we do truly have people around us who love us, not just for what we present, but for who we are and what we go through in these brief, gorgeous lives on earth. This month, the theme is cultivating compassion. And so now we will undertake our second compassion cultivating blessing. In a few moments, just like last week, you will once again be invited to move from your seats and sing over those in our midst who are struggling with addiction or struggling to love an addict. These blessings we do are rare, except in this season when we are careening headlong into the holidays and the short days and long nights. and when we need to be sharing all the love we've got. So I invite you to move into a comfortable position in your chairs. Come into this space, put your feet on the ground, your hands in your lap. Take a deep breath, drawing your awareness into your heart space. We will begin with a classic Buddhist loving-kindness meditation that the Buddhists do many times a day. As you sit, I invite you to imagine a glowing orb halfway between your front and back, deep inside your chest. Smiling. When you breathe in, I invite you to imagine that it glows. And when you breathe out, it dims. Feeling that warmth in your chest, I invite you to draw to mind someone you love, who's easy to love. See their face and breathe that little light. And now take your hands and place them face up in your lap. And you can feel right in the very middle of your palm that light. When you breathe in, it glows. And when you breathe out, it dims. It has a pressure and a pulse. And now I invite you to think of someone who is suffering. Perhaps suffering with addiction, suffering to be themselves. And send your compassion out, but through your hands. And now draw your hands up and place them over your heart and repeat after me. May I be free from suffering. May I find sanctuary. May I be healed.
Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here. 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 Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here.
And now I invite the live stream to be turned off, but continue to broadcast sound. I'm going to list some categories, and if these words apply to you, I invite you to be brave, rise, and join me here as you are willing and able. If you don't want to be touched, just come right around the chalice. And if you don't mind, you can join me in the larger circle. And when everyone else comes forward, I invite you all to come up and just lay a single hand on the back of someone, or you can just stay in your seats and meditate, enjoying the moment. So I invite you to rise and come forward if you are in recovery from addiction. I invite you to rise and come forward if you are in active addiction. I invite you to come forward if you love an addict or have ever loved an addict.
Surrender to the love that surrounds you. Surround yourself with those that you hold dear. Hold close to the friends that will listen. Listen to the voice of truth instead the voice of fear. Surrender to the love that surrounds you. Surround yourself with those that you hold dear. Hold close to the friends that will listen. Listen to the voice of truth instead the voice of fear.
Go ahead and take a deep breath. And as you're all in the outer circle, you can touch somebody near you. Look around. Notice that these are people in this community to whom you can reach out to if you need. I invite everyone else to come forward if you're willing and able to touch these people who've gone through so much in their own lives, publicly or privately, who need all the support and love. As Unitarian Universalists, we believe that the human heart is good and powerful, an agent for good in the world. Let us give these people a strong love today, people who came so bravely forward to say that they need the love that they didn't know they deserved when they were born. Let us sing.
You are worth fighting for, fighting to make the right choice. Choose now to surrender, surrender to that quiet inner voice. You are worth fighting for, fighting to make the right choice. Choose now to surrender, surrender to that quiet inner voice. I am worth fighting for, fighting to make the right choice. Choosing to surrender, surrender to that quiet inner voice.
I now invite our outer circle to call out a single word to the inner circle as you're called. The one I heard that I loved was worth it. And now let's all take a deep breath once again, touch base with that diamond in your heart, and draw to your mind's eye someone in this circle who you love. Maybe someone who you've watched struggle, maybe someone who you didn't know struggled until today, and bring them into your heart and send them that loving kindness. May we be free from suffering. May we be free from shame. May we be free from the terror of ourselves and the other. May we know that we are whole and good in all our complicated beauty, that the love we need is here within us, inside us, and among us, that we can endure the pain of loving such a hurting world together, that we will find within it an even deeper wisdom and compassion than we knew possible, and we will be set free. May the hands in this room be used for good. May we find a compassion bigger than our ego, a bravery wiser than our insecurities, and a love stronger than our fear.
Surrender to the love that surrounds you. Surround yourself with those that you hold dear. Hold close to the friends that will listen. Listen to the voice of truth instead the voice of need. Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here. Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here. You are worth fighting for, fighting to make the right choice. Choose not to surrender. Surrender to that quiet inner voice. I am worth fighting for, fighting to make the right choice. Choosing to surrender. Surrender to that quiet inner voice. Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here. Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here.
You may return to your seats.
Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here. Surrender to the love that is near. Surrender to the love that is here.
The work of the church depends on us, our generosity of time, wisdom, and financial resources. We invite you to give generously to support the ongoing work of the church. The offering will now be given and received in grateful appreciation of our shared values. Let us affirm that we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Please rise as you are willing and able for our closing hymn, number 6, Just as Long as I Have Breath.
Just as long as I have breath, I must answer yes to life. Though with pain I made my way, still with hope I meet each day. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to life. Just as long as vision lasts, I must answer yes to truth. In my dream and in my dark, always that elusive spark. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to truth. Just as long as my heart beats, I must answer yes to love. Disappointment pierced me through, still I kept on loving you. If they ask what I did best, tell them I said yes to love.
Anything that is human is mentionable. Let none of us live in secrecy or silence, for we need not. This week, I invite you to notice when you feel you need to be radically honest. And then you can make a pastoral care appointment with me. Go in peace.